Don't start with me.
Sometimes I feel haggard from the road. I've been going so many miles, not caring much at all about my own welfare. I just got a place to go, and I've got so many miles yet before I can take a break from the road.
When I first came to hate, I was kind of envious. Everybody had a dog. What? This is a thing? And just started paying attention, and they're not just dogs. They're dogs with jobs. They have different jobs to help make sure that people are safe while they're out camping.
Yeah, one day I was sleeping in the doorway right down the school on Page, and I woke up to my dog trying to get out of underneath my sleeping bag, and I look up and there's this guy hovering over me, and I'm like in a daze. I didn't know what the fuck to do, and so I just kind of unhooked my dog from my bag, and I said, "Rocky, go get him, get the fish kid," and he fucking took off down the street after the guy and comes running back just a couple minutes later with his little nub wagging like, "Oh, did I do good, Mom?"
Well, it gets lonely. People don't want to talk to you. You know, I mean, we haven't had showers in probably a month, and I know I smell bad. You know, the dog's going to love me whether I stink or not. They'll probably love me better.
My oldest dog is specifically trained for PTSD. I get really bad flashbacks, which leads me to black out and not realize what's going on around me. And my dog is like, she's been trained to alert me, to let me know that like, hey, you're blacking out, you're having a flashback, this isn't real life.
She listens really well. She doesn't run off. She doesn't disobey me. She's always by my side. So it's more of like I take care of myself and she's right there with me.
Having a dog deters police interaction a lot of the time.
Or makes it more aggressive.
When I die, you better bury me an extra 6 feet underground, 'cause I still got these 2 feet on the ground and they're still walking.
People have died for their dogs on the street. Absolutely.
As a homeless person, the most difficult thing, probably not having your dog bark in the middle of the night. You don't want them to blow up your spot, because you can get in trouble for camping where you're at night.
So dogs get taken away when individuals have interactions with the police, and the police are not trained as outreach counselors or mental health professionals, so a lot of times those interactions become agitated and result in conflict, and then the person is taken to jail and the dog is taken to the pound.
Certain breeds don't make it out of doggy jail when they get arrested, especially if you're a homeless person. They end up getting destroyed. My dog is my heart, my life. I will mentally snap should something other than natural causes happen to my dog.
One of the reasons we're homeless is because people make you choose. They don't want your dogs in their houses. They don't want pets. They don't want animals. They want those small little fucking purse dogs. And I've got big fat wolves who got big fat voices, and you know, so when I go to make housing applications, it's, oh, you got to get rid of your dog. It's like, well, are you going to get rid of your kid?
Now keeps drumming this guitar and yelling at the top of my lungs on the street corner. When the sun goes down, I'll show no signs of stopping.
I stole my oldest dog from a meth dealer. She had cigarette burns on the inside of her thigh. They had stabbed the inside of her thigh with a pocket knife. They cut her Achilles tendon open. She weighed like 40 pounds, but was the same size she is now, just skin and bone. She had no fur because she has dermatitis, so it all fell out. They shattered her hip with a 2x4. She was just She was scared of everything when I got her, so I ended up just going back there and being like, check it. If you're not going to take care of this dog, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to take this dog, and I'm going to take care of this dog, and that's what's going down.
I got him from my dad. My dad just kind of left him at my house one day. Never came back for him, and one day he was like, yeah, you can have the dog. I was like, I figured I've had him for like 6 months now. I figured he was mine.
So my dog came to me 6 months ago. The community around me collectively saw that he was not being treated right and decided that he needed to be rehomed. He was fostered by me. I fell in love.
We may be falling apart, but at least we're free. We may be dirty and penniless, but at least we can breathe.
Dogs are more important than the people out here. Somebody hands you a hamburger or something just out of the restaurant and you're on the street and you're spanging and you know your dog doesn't have kibble, he gets it before you do.
I like buying bottled water for my dog versus city water. Because city water's always got a bunch of added stuff to it, the fluorine and the whatnots, and bottled waters are usually a lot better. Yeah, it's just for my dog. I don't drink water. I drink coffee, I drink soda.
I haven't seen a doctor in probably 3 or 4 years, but my dogs went last month.
She has to take medicated baths once a week for her skin. I'm working on buying a van right now because she's getting so old that I'm like, she needs to be indoors.
And I can't think of any other place I'd rather be than this abandoned church. This mattress on the ground. Got no obligations, got nowhere to be, got no worries, I'm just aimless wandering around. Finally,
And having a dog is kind of expensive. I do earn money. Most of it is odd jobs I find on Craigslist.
It's like I have always worked like a job. So it's been really hard because I have a dog. So I have to find people to watch my dog for me while I go into work to try and get off the streets. Right now I work at a smoke shop and they actually let me bring my dog in. But before I was a waitress, so it was not cool for me to bring my dog into work with me.
Busking, they play music a lot. Like sometimes we make jewelry to trade, clothes, stuff like that.
Flying signs,
Yeah,
just the
sometimes we'll
luck and
panhandle.
gift of the magic that keeps us running and moving.
And then like we go and get work. Like he was just setting up for an Antique Roadshow the other day, which was hilarious.
I play my ukulele, that's how I make my money.
and you know some days I really hate my life, but at least I'm still living. Fighting a battle that I know I just can't win, but I'm all in for losing. Cause we all die anyway, so we call ourselves Pet Nation.
Helping pets off donations. Pet-a-nation across the nation is the goal one day.
I got wet food and dry food for you.
I'll take the dry food because I don't want her poops to get like.
Yep.
I started Pet-a-nation after being in San Francisco for about 2 years, realizing that there's a lot of traveling kids in the community that could really use some more free resources. So we gathered different pet supplies from this lady who's partnered up with us to come out and do free dog training once a month. And Vet SOS is actually able to give us some of their supplies when they're a little too full on some things. It's not always a lot, it might always just be a whole bunch of cat stuff. But we take it and we're grateful for it anyway.
Look at all the free stuffs.
So Vet SOS, they are only once a month. They require proof of homelessness and you to fix your animal. Not everybody in this community wants to fix their animal for various reasons, and I understand that. Being in this community, I hear a lot of it coming back. Oh, we couldn't be seen by Vet SOS. Well, there's our one shot, or we couldn't get this or that because of I don't have my dog fixed was the main reason.
When they go to get neutered or spayed, they look at it like they're having their child's organ ripped out or cut off. So, and they're not okay with that. It's mutilation of their body is how they feel.
Another day of body bugs, another day of shame. Another day of cigarettes to kill the hunger pains. Oh no, Popo, 5-0, get low, line up on the wall, all coppers jealous cause we stack dough. Oh no, popo, 5-0, get low, fry, bacon fry, coppers die when we spit flow.
All the park dogs seem to know what park life is like. It's almost like it's genetically in them. And they want to keep those park lines alive.
Dog's like about to explode, bro.
I know.
What the fuck?
She's pregnant. That's why.
They're family dogs, what we call family dogs and family bloodlines.
I call my dogs puppies Mindo Mountain Mud Puppies, so anybody who will say, like, he's a Mindo Mountain Mud Puppy, but he's also a cow pie, because his dad's name for his line is cow pie. You get a puppy, especially one that has a name, especially out here, like, you're taking someone's kid. When I gave him, like, that's, like, you're taking my grandchild, you know, like, you better not fuck him off. And like, that's what sucks also about, like, fix your dog sometimes, because, like, the sadness I have in my heart for all the puppies that she had that I don't know where they are right now.
It's the inability
sucks.
to give them, to give them a home that you'll be able to stay connected to.
I know I'm keeping one, and I know I'm gonna give one to Bruce wherever he's at, and give a few others to some friends, and then after that, I'm gonna sell the rest.
You're gonna sell them?
Yeah, to ensure they have a good home.
Daphne's litter. There are 3 park rangers, a motorcycle cop, and a bike cop that have her siblings, plus 2 dirty kids. So whenever, like if I'm getting a ticket in the park and I run into one of the park rangers that have her siblings, they'll be like, oh, how's Daphne doing? You know, here's a picture of my dog. They're all doing really well. So if you run into dogs that have the same bloodlines, it kind of makes a common connection. Like there are dogs here that can trace their bloodlines back to dogs that were here in the early 60s. Because people remember, oh, that's Arctic's puppies. It kind of brings a sense of family to people who don't really have anybody else.
Well, I know you're right, gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, I know you're right, gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby.
I love you.
Lord, I couldn't take my rest. Lay down last night. Lord, I couldn't take my rest. My mind was wandering like a wild geese.
It's like, don't make your film into anti-homeless propaganda, because that happens a lot.